Well, Graham, I can imagine you're incredibly frustrated not to have won that game.
Yeah, for sure. I think we deserved to win it. We should have won it. But again, the unreliability, the lack of clean sheet, and one or two players that I want to be able to trust let me down. So it's not normal. They don't normally do that. But there's a very, very soft goal against, and that's 3 points again. I stood here in front of the cameras last week, felt we chucked 3 points away. If it wasn't 3 at Tranmere, then it might have been 1. Get out of Tranmere with a point, and certainly 3 points today. So we're just chucking points away, too willy-nilly, too easily, and I've got to stop that. I've got to address that. One or two players will need to be changed. One or two things will need to happen to stop that, because I know my remit was stay in, survive and things like that, but I want a little bit more than that. And I think we can achieve a little bit more than that with one or two fresh faces, 1 or 2 additions. But look, and make no mistake, yes, we were the better team, yes, we had chances, and yes, we should have won that game. We've chucked it away.
It would have been frustrating whenever you conceded, but having worked so hard to get yourself ahead, to then concede within 5 minutes must annoy you especially.
Yeah, but look, I can look back on the goals, 90 odd minutes goals, we're conceding goals 90 odd minutes, whether it's a mentality, whether it's a leadership, whether it's the same bodies playing week in, week out, and there's a number of factors in there. But I would expect us to manage the game better. And the fact that I got to look, we played 30 games, 31 games over the course of the season, and I think we've only got five clean sheets, would that be right? Whatever it is, 4, 5, 6, I don't know, but that's nowhere near good enough for my teams. You want to win games of football in League 2, you've got to keep clean sheets. You can't make mistakes the way we're making them, and we're just making too many silly soft errors, silly soft mistakes. But when we have chances to put teams to bed, we need to be taking them chances, we need to be punishing them. And that again today is obviously, as you say, frustrating. I can only imagine the fans going home frustrated. Yes, there was an element of fatigue, yes, there was an element of tiredness, 3 games in a week. I get all that, I understand all that, but that's no excuse for conceding sloppy late goals, and that's no excuse for 1 or 2 individual errors. But like I say, it's I know, I'm aware, and I have identified. So I need to be able to manoeuvre 1 or 2 things in January.
If you could cut that out, what could you achieve this season if you can solve that issue that's costing you points?
But we can't cut it out, and we can't solve it. We've tried, we've worked, we've changed system. We just can't eradicate it. So therefore, I have to look at the personnel.
And when you say personnel, it's not about changing the team, it's about bringing new people in January. Yeah,
just a couple of players just to make us better, just to improve us in certain areas, and that hopefully will happen. Them lads have run themselves to the ground. Them lads have really worked hard for this football club. They do. They're an honest bunch of lads. Nobody will on the outside, I won't let anybody have anything disrespectful to say about them. But they are letting themselves down occasionally, and they are making mistakes at vital periods in games, and that hurts. But they're a terrific bunch of lads, and let nobody say any different. They're a brilliant bunch of lads. They run their socks off, they work their socks off, they run into the ground, they put their bodies on the line, all that character, that DNA. But there does come a time where you have to maybe just look for that a little bit more quality, and I think we're probably at that stage now at the football club.
You brought Will Evans off the bench. You were going to bring him on a little bit earlier, and then of course you scored. How close was he to starting? How is the ankle for him?
I don't know how close he was to starting. I don't think he was close to starting. I think the best we probably would have got out of Will was a half an hour, the last half an hour. Then I'm running the risk of any type of contact again on the ankle, and that then puts him back a couple of weeks. So it was a risk. I think it's a risk worth taking. Will probably won't thank me for it, but I wanted Will on the pitch. He's our talisman, he's our main striker, he leads the line terrifically well, he gives us that energy, them legs, and we needed that. We need that from Will. But yeah, I took a risk putting him on, to be honest, and I took a risk late on playing with the 3 strikers, whereby should we have maybe gone a little bit more defensive minded? But I don't want to be in that habit where we're hanging on to 1-0 wins or 1-0 leads. I don't want to be in the habit where we sit back. I want to be a front foot team. I want to go and attack teams. But look, in the first half we had a couple of chances. We had some glorious set pieces that had gone in, and we really should be punishing and taking chances that are coming our way. We were the better team today. We were better with the ball. But I stand here before you with 1 point and not 3, so that's probably the annoyance and that's the frustration.
Hard luck today, Graham. Thank you.
Brilliant. I would say hard luck, I'd say.
Not what you wanted.
Yeah, go on, that's better. That's probably better.
Is it sort of double pronged? You want to get to January, but at the same time you've got 4 games, well, including Saturdays, I think. So you might freshen it up for those as well after. To get what you're looking for?
Well, I don't have an awful lot of choice. To be honest. Yes, we've got some young lads, but there was enough experience in that team there today to see the game through, and we haven't seen it through. So I've got to look and I've got to ask questions and I've got to see why, where, when, and how. But look, I do need 1 or 2. We do need, and every club will be in the same boat. I wouldn't go dramatic headlines and all that, needs to rip this up, needs to change this. It's not a case of that, but yeah, 1 or 2 fresh faces in January would be ideal if we can.
But similar to last January, I guess, in the right people is
yeah. I think last year we had a really effective January, although it was late. 24 hours, or the last 24 hours was hectic. We left it right up until 11 o'clock last time. We managed to get 3 lads in. We got 4 out and 3 in. So that might be similar this year. We might look to do the same this year. But look, it's freshness. It's a new challenge for the new faces coming in. So that's, you just look at the freshen things up and help the lads, because these lads, these 12, 13, 14 lads have been they've been reliable, and they've durable. They've run themselves into the ground for the football club. So yeah, just to freshen things up and just to bring in 1 or 2 options that we can change and help the current squad. But yeah, I've no doubt there will be 1 or 2 going the other way.
And if the gang that were sort of before 2 p.m. doing their fitness, are they getting closer? Adam Lewis, Kyle.
Yeah, they're walking, as you're seeing, they're there walking, there doing a shift. So again, hopefully we can have 1 or 2 of them come back throughout the Christmas period. It would be nice, and it would alleviate a little bit of pressure on the team and on the current squad. And you could probably see late on at Tranmere, late on tonight, you could see us. We do need that freshness. I think Grimsby made a couple of subs that Houlihan and Green that come on and change the game for them, change the momentum. So we need substitutions that can come on and do that for us. And I thought Will and Harry Charsley, they're typical examples. So if we could get another couple of Wills and Harry Charsleys to come on and change game and give us that energy. But we keep improving. We will keep working, and we will keep digging deep. But I've got to eradicate the errors or the suicidal factor to our defence.